Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? My name is Milkus. So, anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys a little introductory story, that's even a word, about my little ghost experiences when I was a child and growing up into adulthood. So, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of stories because I'm 39 and I will be 40 next month. So, anyways, I grew up on Guam. It's like this tiny little island in the Pacific Ocean. And if you want to know exactly where it is, you can always Google it. Google's your friend. So, there I was living on Guam with my mom and my dad. We lived in this really small apartment. Kind of looked like a house to me, like a regular house, but it was called the condominium something ish. Sorry, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But anyways, I was in the living room and I remember my mom was in the kitchen and she was washing dishes and she was cooking food. And I was there in the living room wearing my white cotton dress and it was very comfortable. I remember I loved that dress and I always wore that dress. And I was playing with my dolls and my toys, and then I remember it being really sunny outside because the sunlight just went through the windows, and it was just a nice day. So it wasn't at night or anything, it was still daytime. So, and a little fact is that Guam is very haunted. It's a very haunted island because of a lot of deaths. And if you want to go more into that, I will tell you next time. Or if you really want to know, you can always Google it. Or if you want me to tell you, that'll be for another story time. But anyways, I was sitting there Indian style and, barking along with my little barking walking dog. This little robotic dog that my dad got for me when he was on his little business trip to Japan, I think. Yeah, I think he went to Japan for his business trip. Anyways, then I was sitting there for a good while, and all of a sudden I felt this cold chill like all over my body. It was not just my neck, it was all over from my head to my toes, and I really thought I was in the fridge. It was that cold. And so I looked around, I didn't see anything, but I looked around again and I saw what looked like a ghost feet. I don't know if that made any sense, but it was like a person's feet. They were wearing shoes, like those really nice business shoes that men wear when they go to work or something. It looked like that, and then I looked up and he was wearing white slacks. Everything was white about this entity, but when I tried looking at his face, there was no face. There was no eyes, no nose, no mouth. It was just blank. Kind of reminded me of, I'm not gonna say it because I heard you're not supposed to say its name. Let's just call it the S-Man. So it kind of looked like the S-Man, and I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I just kept looking up, and I'm like, hi, and of course it didn't respond back. So I was just like, I wonder what he's doing in my living room. Like, I really thought it was just a man in the living room. So I was like, wait right here, I'm gonna go get my mom. And I went and I told my mom everything. I told her, like, there's a weird white man standing in the living room and I think he's lost. And my mom was like, okay. So I grabbed her hand and I led her to the living room, and she looked around and she didn't see anything. Of course not, and she was like, I think it's all in your head. I was like, no, he's right here, you don't see him? He's standing right there, right there. And I kept pointing. I just kept pointing, like, he's right in front of your face. And she's like, I don't see anything. And I was like, but he's right there. And my mom's like, playing, right? Because there's no one there. And, later on she was like, I think you're just playing. You're just pretending that something is there, but nothing is there. And I was like so frustrated and confused. And I was like, no, he's like a real person. And he's standing right here. And, it just went on and on until my mom got fed up and she told me to stop. So I stopped. I think I freaked her out a bit because, there wasn't a man in the living room. But to me, he was real and he was standing right there. And luckily, he didn't do anything bad. He was just staring. And I thought that was kind of weird. And I do remember when it was bedtime, he actually followed me upstairs to my bedroom, and my mom like picked me up and put me in my crib. And I remember he was just looking down at me like a blank stare. But remember when I said he has no face, no facial expression, anything? I just felt like he was just staring, just like a feeling. So yeah, that's the end of my story. And after that, I don't remember what happened to him.